Hello, everybody, and of course, welcome back to The Sword Brethren Part 4. So, here we are again with Field of Glory 2 Medieval and the Sword Brethren, the Northern Crusade campaign. So, if you've not clicked that like and subscribe button, why not? So, let's go and dispatch some Baltic states. So, as we go further east, it sounds like we're in maybe Lithuania or some place around there. In the lowland of Lithuania. So we've got a fresh band of 1,000-point army. If we're fighting Lithuania, it's going to be interesting. They are a mighty force of cavalry, light armed cavalry. So let's hopefully the forces here can be dispatched, the pagan scum dispatched. So sword brethren, it is Lithuanian. So wow, what a game, what a terrain type. It's just all bloody marshes. But regardless of that, the cavalry shall, of course, bring up the rear. But I've got to remember this sword. We are good with the cavalry, so we've just got to get out of this marsh area to this left and then push around further to the right. So we can have plenty of crossbowmen, or even any medium foot that can sit in this rough terrain would be awesome to push through the centre. Any heavy foot needs to stand further back. So we're going to have to go left with the cavalry, and then we're going to have Baltic levies and any crossbowmen we possibly can to take this rough terrain piece, while the cavalry then takes up that centre. This is not going to be pretty. Not going to be pretty for us. Okay, if we can have any more Baltic levies, but the Baltic levies I get they're not as good as impact as his would be. We could have mounted crossbowmen, but I think we're just going to go for a lot of lights that can take these rough terrain positions, and we can be in a good position to counter any medium foot the pagans can bring at us. We could have raw crossbow, but I don't want that. Probably more Baltic levies more than anything. If anything else cheaper for them, 29 points. Well, the raw crossbowmen have been chosen. Yep. So, kind of generic thing we're going to do here is we're going to take the rough terrain to this centre here, push to the right. Cavalry's going to fling right to the left and hopefully destroy the pagans as they stand. There is a general there, which I think I'm going to put into a sword brethren unit instead. So many command groups. There we go. Unfortunately, these guys are going to have to still be in that command group, just lingering in the rear. As I saw before, tons of cavalry here. Tons of cavalry. But we know we've got to take this area to the midsection of the board and then pushing back out. Okay, easy peasy. This is going to be difficult terrain. This is really a good space for them to hordes of cavalry in particularly bad issues. I see the massed archers will cause an issue here. Okay, we just need to get out of this rough terrain as quickly as possible on this left side. While the rest of us just push forward into that ring. We're going to be moderately disordered in there, but we won't be disordered in the rough ground. Yeah, it's going to get messy on this left side because there's not room to manoeuvre. I don't mind them bringing these dismounted because they're medium foot. See, they keep pushing the rough terrain even though it's particularly bad for them. Okay, here we go. See, these are all light spear, which is an issue. You see, also this river decreasing the space we can move across the board. Well, not going to shoot at them just yet to waste our ammo. You see, the raw spearmen are just crossbowmen rather than 50% swordmen, so not getting that POA advantage. Yeah, it's not worth charging away just yet. It's a lot of rough. That's a lot of bowmen, but that's a lot of points we can swing over from the left side and hit with our archers, with all our cavalry. Completely bypassing us on the right side, which is interesting. Oh my word. That was a brave charge. Okay, here we go. And of course all of the evades that follow. Yes, you're not going in that rough terrain. Everybody else will go through here. These two units here will just turn around. Okay, that's easily in our favour, so we just fight the combat. A very interesting deployment. But I've got to be careful of these archers getting into this rough terrain. But I'd like them nicely all bunched up here. I'm not entirely sure which god they're praying to for help here. I've still got to be careful on my cavalry getting flanked, because they have the numbers here. But definitely the POA advantage due to the armour. Okay, so what we're going to do is a sneaky charge to the left. See who we hit. These guys are trapped. And they should explode. And we go. On we go. Okay, you can turn. It's time to shoot this cavalry up a little bit. That's near enough full effectiveness. Let's charge. Make them go away. Brilliant. Oh, there we go. Just got to keep pushing them away here. This could be an issue. But we're going to swing this left over to the right, to the centre, and then the right onwards. Always see the advantage in the terrain rather than disadvantage. But this infantry is going to cause us get us a lot of points in the centre. These could get disrupted quite easily due to fire. Okay, turn here. If we can put the general forward. And then let's see what happens here. Into the rear. Into the right. Oh, good rear charge. Brilliant, can't complain there, and that's far away. You see, we could start pushing these archers through here while blocking the right. Stick these here. And we can start pushing these archers. You can stay there. And next turn. Pretty well. Good rally. Once these get disrupted in this rough terrain, that could be an issue. Oh, that's a problem. But I reckon we could send these infantry are going to drop straight away, so we'll be able to push straight up and support that. This is the issue with the Lithuanian list. It's spam cavalry. But an interesting battlefield here more than anything else. Oh, at least not everybody got disrupted there. I could break this unit as well. Nope. God damn it. I can't believe that happened. In we go. Brilliant. Okay, and the POA advantage is really good there. Okay, if we chuck the general not into there. Brilliant. Fantastic. Okay, you're going to sit pretty, and next turn. Hard list to be fighting against. I can't imagine fighting this Lithuanian list in the open. Good rally there. Unfortunately, our general dropping to that left side, which was a problem. And there we go with the flank. Unfortunately, nothing I could do there. And we've got a push back, which is good. Okay, I think this front will explode soon, so this is going to explode, which is going to be good. Okay, so if we Shoot here, try and get a fragment. Then we try for the charge. So what happens here? Move in. Okay, face full of crossbow. And we don't rare charge him, unfortunately. We'll drop the general out because I think he's about to drop. And here about to drop, unfortunately. And they're still fleeing. Are they off the board? Ugh. Too excited. I mean, most of the enemy only have some armour. There's the charge and evade. Going to lose that unit there. I think the cavalry unit at the top's about to drop. Indecisive. Indecisive. Here they go. Do these drop? Nope. But Sword Brethren rally. So I think these are out of range of a charge here. But we'll charge here, see where we end up. Rear attack. Brilliant. Okay, if I can chuck the... No, it's not the same command group. Impact's good. Back around. Face full of crossbow. Face full of crossbow. Face full of crossbow. And there's the auto brake. And let's try here. So if we don't mess up here, I think we've won. Hold firm. Still 25 though. Sword Brethren are awesome. And they're holding firm. And they rallied up from broken. Brilliant. Okay, so we want to swoop to the right here, don't we? And then you'll come back to the fight. In we go again. And we get him this time. Hey, face full of crossbow. Face full of crossbow. Time to come out of your rabbit holes. That would be a flank. and I'm going for it. And we're going to push here. This is mediocre. We win, which is good. And this here is probably against... No, it's actually with us. The combat modifier is helping us here. Okay, holding action and next turn. Brilliant. I can't believe they've rallied up from Fragment. And slightly win the combats. And here comes the flank. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Decisive, which is fine. There's a break. Disruption. And they still want some. Okay, so you can catch him this time. Okay, turn to face. And we're going to come up here and support our friends. Turn to the right. That is in our favour. But we lost and got disrupted. Good combat there for the light troops. Slight disruption on our side, but flank from the lights. Don't get a disruption, which is good. But that flank left with the cavalry was brutal. Really what we needed. Yeah, they're dropped, fragmented. May auto break here, I think. So, pious soldiers win the day. The cavalry striking from the left, causing massive damage on the pagan scum, while the infantry holded most of their cavalry at bay because the Lithuanians don't have particularly a lot of ranged units. But fantastic. Whew, that was going to be tricky. So, despite the victory, the Lithuanian lacked money and manpower, finally forced Slovenian sword Brevin to seek incorporation of the Teutonic Order in 1237. Parts of Estonia taken by the Silberman were headed back to Denmark by by order of Treaty of Sainsbury. Hoping to exploit the Novak Republic, weakness received Mongol and Swedish invasion. The autumn of 1240, the order invaded Novgorodian territory, occupied the Polsk. This cause, when we recall, they exiled Prince Alexander and the king. In early spring 1242, the force of the order, Prince Bishop Herman, to meet the Russians under Alexander Novogeski on the edge of the frozen Lake Papas. Your old army has been expanded. For the next battle, you have 1,000 points. So, click that like, click that subscribe button, and we'll come back to a pious battle very soon. And bye-bye.